Good morning, everyone. So I thought I would throw this out there since this is starting to become more and more of a thing. This is going to be our current mask and vaccine policy effective today. As you see, this is on 8/9/2021. Policy number one. This policy is subject to change without notice depending upon the laws, rules, and orders of the respective government bodies that have authority over us. And we can change our mind anytime we want because we're a private business. Let me explain this to you. If the city decided that they were going to mandate that every business in town had to have force the mask policy, I don't expect the city of Clyde to do that. However, if that was the case, then obviously we would have to follow that order. Same with on the county level, state level, federal level. So those agencies that have authority over us, if they made that rule, then we have to follow that rule. That's just I don't want to call it a downside to being in business, but you have to follow the rules accordingly. Like last year when the mask mandates were in effect, we had to put the notice on the door. It said masks were required, because those orders were in effect. Since then, I think the state legislators have stripped the governor and the Department of Health of some of their power. As a result, the governor can't issue a mask mandate policy. He can recommend it, he can suggest it, and so on and so forth, but he can't force it anymore, nor can the Department of Health. Again, subject to change at any time without notice. And so they left it up to the individual cities and counties, and of course, individual businesses. So as we're seeing with everyone around the area, some places are saying you have to wear a mask, some places are saying it's not required. Our policy is basically this: whatever the current rule, law, or order is, if we are under a law, under a rule, or under an order that says that we have to do it, we have to do it. Of course, us being a private business, we can change our mind. So if we want to force you to wear a mask before coming into the shop, we can. That's just one of the advantages is, there are certain things you can do, certain things you can't do. So that's what it is. So bullet point number 2, you're welcome to visit the establishment, our establishment, whether you're fully vaccinated or not. See rule number 1. Of course, we are bound by HIPAA law. Because we work with so many different medical professionals throughout the area. Although we are not directly into the HIPAA law, we are considered what they call a downstream of HIPAA, which is tier 2. We are still bound by HIPAA. In fact, if you can go 20 tiers down and still be bound by HIPAA as long as you're somehow affiliated with the medical profession. So as a result, we will never ask you first if you're vaccinated or not. That is against the rules. However, if you volunteer that information, that's perfectly fine. All of us that work here, me, June, and occasionally our daughter, we are all fully vaccinated. And we put that out there freely and disclose it, voluntarily. We're not forced to do that. We are vaccinated. Me and June each carry our card with us in case we need it. Our daughter, like I said, she does part-time work with us on occasion, not very often, but she has her card with her too, so if she needs it, she's got it. So if you've been vaccinated or not, again, it is your choice. We don't enforce it. We understand that some people can't be vaccinated. We know one particular client right now who had COVID last year. And when asked if he should get the vaccination, his doctor told him no because of his medical condition. Therefore, he's not vaccinated. Now, he probably has the antibodies because he had already suffered through it, but he was not vaccinated. Go figure. If you are vaccinated or not, really, I don't want to say it doesn't matter to us. I mean, it does, but we can't ask. It's not our place to ask. We're bound by HIPAA law. Like I said, we're not going to ask you first. If it comes up in conversation, if you volunteer the information first, then that's perfectly fine, but we're not going to ask you. Like I said, because we are bound by HIPAA law. Mask. This is the big one that's coming around. we are not requiring people to wear masks when visiting our establishment. Now, I know this is probably going to put some people in a bender. But here's the thing. We don't have the foot traffic. We're not Walmart. We're not Target. We are not a gas station. We do not have hundreds of employees. We do not have thousands of customers visiting our location every day. If we see on a busy day 5 people come into the store, that's a busy day. But on an everyday basis, it could be anywhere from 0 on a slow day to 3 on a busy day, on average. And let's think about this. We have the ability, because of our foot traffic, to clean and spray and wipe down every time a client leaves. So, if you've walked in here and you're not wearing a mask, that's perfectly fine. If you are wearing a mask, that's perfectly fine too. I have no quarrels with you wearing a mask. If it makes you feel more secure, safer, that's fine. Okay? And as you look on the bottom part of that too, it says that if you want us to wear a mask when you come in, by all means, tell us. Don't be afraid to ask, hey, can you put a mask on? You're not going to hurt our feelings at all. We will gladly put a mask on for you. But at this time, we are not requiring a mask to be worn in our location because we don't have the foot traffic. It's just that simple. If we had, like I said, 4 or 5 employees, or hundreds of employees where we had to worry about their health and safety as well as the health and safety of the individual customers and clients that were coming in, then it'd be a different story. But in general, like I said, on a busy day, I might see, even if I'm out in the field, I might see 2 or 3 clients a day. If those individual clients want me to wear a mask when I visit their location, by all means, I'll wear it. Just like I'm telling people, if you're coming in the store, if you want us to wear a mask, we've got them handy. We can wear them. Just tell us. We'll put one on. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. So, and if you walk in wearing a mask, that's perfectly fine. So, we're not going to tell you to take it off. We're not going to tell you to put it on. What we will do is, once you leave, though, we will spray and clean and wipe down everything, just as a precaution. That's what we do. And we've done that since the pandemic started coming in last year. That part has not changed. We have hand sanitizers on the counter for you to use, along with, alcohol wipes to wipe down stuff. So, yeah, this is our current mask and vaccine policy as of today. I thought I would throw it out there because, some people had been asking. It was like, no, you don't have to wear a mask. Some people, this is for your information, for you to be informed. If you choose not to visit our store because of our policies, that's your choice. That is your choice. So, but this is our policy, and it has to be written down because, rules require us to write policies down. So, but this is it. Again, this policy is subject to change without notice, depending upon rules, laws, and orders. And of course we could change our mind too, if we want to in the future, because we're a private business. Again, vaccinated or not, you're welcome to come here. If you want to wear a mask, great. If you don't want to wear a mask, that's perfectly fine. If you want us to wear a mask, just tell us. We've got no problems putting a mask on while we're interacting with you. The only quandary that's going to come in, and I see, and this is going to be hopefully not an issue, but there is a rare occasion where I'll have 2 clients in the store at the same time. If you ask us to wear a mask, but another client comes in and they are not wearing a mask, you can ask them to put a mask on, but if that client doesn't want to, you have no authority to make them. Period. End of discussion. Let's make that clear right now. It's up to the individual to decide on if they want to wear a mask or not. Again, that's the simplest way I can do it, and that's the end of the discussion on that. If you ask us to wear a mask, that's fine. We'll wear one. But you don't have the authority to ask or demand another client in the store to wear one. That's, not your call. It's up to that individual. You can ask, hey, do you mind putting one on? And if they say, nope, you know what? It is what it is. And, you'll have to make a decision at that point on what you want to do. Hopefully it doesn't cause a scene. I hate involving the police in any situation. It's usually the option of last resort. But I will call 911 if I have to. Simply because I don't want things to escalate. I don't need stuff broken. I don't need blood on the carpet. Hey, some people are very, very opinionated on these subjects. But this is it. It's in writing. It's on our Google Drive. It's available to the public. Effective today. This is our policy. Like it or not, it is what it is. Like I said, last year we were forced to have that policy. The CDC recommends. No, the CDC didn't recommend. It was a CDC recommendation that but then the individual states forced it. So we didn't have a choice on mask policy. And so on and so forth. Same with lockdowns. We were exempted from it. I know a lot of people were surprised. Why were you exempted? Well, according to the Department of Health, we're in the IT field, so we were classified as an essential business, so we were allowed to stay open during the lockdown. The only change that made to that is we weren't allowed to go into people's homes, because I did ask for clarification on that. So, hopefully we'll never go into a lockdown situation again with this pandemic. However, if it does happen, I have to follow the established rules set forth by those of people above me. So, anyways, that's our policy. That's our vaccine policy effective today. I thought I would throw that out there because, like I said, so many other businesses are putting them up there. And I've seen a couple of other small businesses kind of post theirs. Respect the individual businesses. If they want you to wear a mask, wear a mask. If they don't want you to wear a mask, if they give you an option, you don't have to. Just, again, private businesses, they can do whatever they want as long as it's legal, and there's no specific rule or law saying that it's not, with the exception, like I said, for HIPAA, as it relates to us. That's it. So hopefully you found this inciting. It either gives you relief or stresses you out. Sorry, it is what it is. But if you do need computer services, this is our service area. As you can see, it's quite a large area. It's 5 counties. You can give us a call. There's our phone number, or you can send a text. Text messages work too. There's our street address. If you're going to visit, please call first, simply because because of the pandemic, we are still running by appointments. I mean, if we are here and the light is on, then certainly come in. However, if you're visiting from somewhere else, from out of Clyde, I would hate for you to drive all the way over here and we're closed because we're out on a service call somewhere else. So always best to call first. And schedule an appointment or give us a rough time of when you're coming. That way we can make sure that we are here and that, if we do get called out in an emergency or something like that, we can work that out. So, yes, give us a call first if you can, by all means, or send us a text, either way. But yeah, there's our address. We're easy to find in Clyde. We've got two big yellow signs up in front, kind of like how the background here is. Can't miss us on Main Street. That's why we put the big, new, bold, bright signs up. Here we are. So don't forget, in Norwalk and in Sandusky, we do have drop-off services. Those are probably going to phase out or change into and morph into something different here later in the future. You've probably seen videos on that before. And so as those change, we'll go from there. But we do have drop-off locations in Sandusky and Norwalk. Like I said, find us on Facebook, find us on MeWe. Please like, share, subscribe. This is helpful. Like I said, because we don't get paid for the YouTube videos. Eventually we will, if we have enough followers and enough viewers and so on and so forth. There's our website. So you can visit that. We try and keep that information up to date, but we don't get very much traffic on the website. So we get more traffic off of Facebook and off of YouTube and off of Google Maps than we do here. So this sometimes gets forgotten. So, but anyways, thought I would throw this out here. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later.